Morning, cyber friends. It's Mitty Man coming back at you from Walker's Music with yet another word for today. We count it a blessing and an honor to be able to come before you once more and again. We give God the glory. We give Him the praise for life, health, and strength. It may not be as like I want Him, but I'm glad it's not like it used to be. We just give God all the credit for that, people. We can't take anything. We can't take any credit for it. We know that all things work good for together for the good of those that love the Lord. And no matter what we might be going through, God has always got our best interests in mind. I want to give a big shout out to the YouTube fam, from Baby Justice all the way up to Big Papa JT, as well as Mama JT. And as I always say, we love you, and it ain't nothing you can do about it. We just want to give you honor. And also, we love the word, people. The word of God is going to save us. That's what's going to save all of us. And I look around and see so many things in society now. It seems like everybody's going their own way. It seems like there's a lot of backstabbing going on. There's a lot of hypocrisy going on. It seems like the people don't let the economy just about drive them crazy. But nevertheless, I will look to the hills, from whence cometh my help. For my help cometh from the Lord. So I want to say also to Brother JT, I was checking your videos out last evening, man. Early this morning, rather, before I retired. And I heard you when you were speaking on about your CD. And believe me, man, I've been there, done that. And I can feel you, man, in that video. I can feel your frustration. And knowing exactly where you're coming from, man, because I've been there many times before. Even right now, I'm going through some things similar. It is rough, man, when you seem like the more you do, the more I should say, the less you attain. And you're trying to get no one, like you said, instead of the people being positive with you, look like to me most of the time that they'll be negative with you. And it comes from the people that are closest to you. And you would think those will be the one to be trying to help you attain your goals and everything. But we know, bro, that most of the time that's not going to be the case. So I'm going to say, Mitty Man, going to say, encourage you, man, to say they're hanging out. Don't give up. Stay in the game, man. Stay in the battle. I read the end of the book. We win. But I know it's get rough, brothers. Yes, sir. It get rough. And people don't want to hear the truth. You be trying to tell them certain things, and when you tell people the truth, they turn against you. But nevertheless, man, I pray for them. People that are envious and jealous and talk about you behind your back, pray for them. Pray for them. Don't hate them. Pray for them. But I definitely can feel, because I'm not working on a CD right now, but I made a vow that I would just do and work accordingly. I do a track at a time, or whatever the Lord allowed me to do, and I commit it all to Him. And we'll just cut the deck, just cut the deck. But I got something I want to tell you, man, and I'm gonna reference two scriptures to you. In Proverbs 11:1, it says, "A just weight," or in other words, a false balance. I think that's where it goes. Proverbs 11:1 says, "A false balance is an abomination unto the Lord, but a just weight is His delight." And then if you flip on over there to Micah 6:8, it said that three things that the Lord requires: for us to do justly, to love mercy, and to walk humbly before Him. Doc, I'm going to say, blessed be the one that does the whole word, that do the word of God. Those two scriptures alone, man, covers what we are going through right about now. First of all, God hates a false balance, because now I'm gonna put this here in Mitty Man terms. A false balance, I'm gonna relate that to a person or people, or a situation in your life that are showing you one thing in front of your face, but doing something else behind your back. That's a false balance. In other words, like you said, people that you think are with you, but in the essence, they are really not with you. In other words, that's a Judas Iscariot syndrome. You remember I told you, I think I commented in one of your videos about when you keep complaining and everything, God make you go around the mountain. I call that the Israeli shuffle. You see, falseness is real dangerous. In other words, now this is what this middleman take on it. I would rather for a person to just straight up that show me that they don't like me than to pretend they do. And then when my back is turned, or they're stabbing me in it, I would just rather for them to leave me alone, period. You better off without those people, bro. You better off. In other words, I found out that God be trying to get you away from some of the things. Sometimes we have a Jonah on our boat, and they be sabotaging our goals and and determinations of what we are trying to get to. If we got Jonahs on the boat, they're keeping their unfaithfulness to God can hinder you if you are hooked up to them. And like he said, God requires three things: that we do justly, we love mercy, and we walk humbly before Him. Matter of fact, when you do the best you can, and then you cut the deck, and then you commit everything to the Lord and keep it there. And once it's committed to the Lord, don't pick it back up. See, a lot of times, and I'm gonna finish this video. A lot of times we say we're gonna give things to God, but we get it back. And I know I'm guilty of that myself. I say I'm gonna let the Lord handle it, and then instead of letting the Lord handle it, I pick it back up and then start trying to do things. And I've noticed that it tells us in John 10 that without Him we can do nothing. Everything, Christ is our all in all. So I know when I'm gonna make reference back to when in my college days, I enjoyed the 80s. I always said the 80s was one of that was a decade. In other words, when I really was on top of things. I should say more so than I am now. Not that I'm down in these days, but I'm just saying that decade was a decade in where I was really pursuing my goals and career aspirations and stuff, and I was really into my music, and I was in tune with everything. But since then, I've gotten a little out of tune and everything, a little off the station, as you would say. But nevertheless, God is still in control, man. Sometimes, and like you said, we let people, if we just keep on being connected to the wrong folk, we can let people sabotage our dream and make us and shortchange our goal. So, I'm just saying, man, they keep being encouraged, because I'm speaking this here to myself also, to stay encouraged. We'll win if we don't quit. In other words, we just got to commit it to the Lord. Progress is progress. No matter how small, it's still progress. So if you don't do 2 notes a day, that's still 2 notes toward the end of the finishing of your CD. Give it all to God. Cast our care on Him, for He cares for us, man. That's what the Bible tells us. And everything will be all right. So that being said, this is Middleman saying peace and goodbye, bro.